Every evening, just before the sun disappeared, Miss Evelyn turned on the little light above her front porch. She had done it for so many years that her neighbors could set their clocks by it. At exactly 7 o'clock, the porch light came on. It remained on through the wind, the rain, and the coldest winter nights. Some neighbors thought Miss Evelyn was afraid of the dark. Others believed she was waiting for someone, but whenever they asked her about it, she would smile and say, "A light should always be left on for somebody trying to find their way home." Many years earlier, Miss Evelyn's husband, Samuel, had installed that light with his own hands. He told her, "As long as this light is shining, you will know that somebody is waiting for you." After Samuel passed away, Miss Evelyn continued turning it on. The light reminded her that love did not disappear simply because someone was no longer sitting beside you. Then, one stormy evening, the electricity went out across most of the neighborhood. The streets became dark, and heavy rain covered the sidewalks. But Miss Evelyn's porch light was connected to a small backup battery that Samuel had installed years before. That night, hers was the only light still shining on the block. A frightened teenage boy named Marcus had gotten off the bus at the wrong stop. His telephone battery was dead, and he couldn't find his grandmother's house. Through the pouring rain, Marcus saw Miss Evelyn's porch light glowing in the distance. He walked toward it and knocked on her door. Miss Evelyn looked through the window before opening it. When she saw the wet and frightened young man standing outside, she asked, "Are you lost, son?" Marcus nodded. Miss Evelyn allowed him to stand safely inside the doorway while she called his grandmother. A few minutes later, his grandmother arrived. She hugged Marcus tightly and thanked Miss Evelyn again and again. Before they left, Marcus looked up at the glowing porch light. "That light helped me find you," he said. Miss Evelyn smiled. "No, young man, that light helped you find your way home." Marcus never forgot her kindness. He began visiting Miss Evelyn every Saturday. He carried her groceries, swept her porch, and listened to her stories about Samuel. Years later, Marcus became an electrician. The first light he repaired professionally was the old porch light above Miss Evelyn's door. He carefully restored it and installed a new backup battery so it would continue shining even during a storm. Miss Evelyn had believed that she was keeping the light on for someone else. But all along, that little light was also leading friendship, purpose, and love back to her own door. Never underestimate the light you leave shining for others. Your smallest act of kindness may become the very thing that helps someone find hope and helps you remember that you are not alone. Thank you for listening to this original Grace Notes by Verna story. I am beginning a new collection of interesting, heartwarming stories, each with different characters, unexpected moments, and a meaningful message. If you enjoyed this story, please press the like button and share it with your family and friends. Your support will help more people discover these stories and help our Grace Notes by Verna channel continue and return for another new story. Grace Notes by Verna, gentle stories and music for the heart. Thank you for listening, and may God bless you.